Hello, 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 hello. 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 Hello, my friends. Good evening. Or good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Or good night. Depending on where you are. Hello. I'm back for another stream. 602. Aiming at 700 this time. Hello, Smash. Happy Christmas celebration on the 25. Yes. It'll be Christmas, but there's still a bit of time. But yes, Christmas is always nice. Hello, Tony. Hi. What I want to do tonight is to continue on the Dungeons and Crypts. I think we made good progress. We made good progress. There is still a lot to do, but you know, we are moving forward. We are creating, you know, we are extracting items from other packages. We are extracting items from other packages. We are fixing them. We are reducing the poly count so that they are actually usable. Meanwhile, we are thinking what to do with our dungeon and so on, right? Now, I was looking at this bed, which at the end we decided, yes, we're gonna keep it. And by the way, I fixed the pillory. So this is the pillory with the texture that we already have. I think it's not bad. It looks nice. He has some metal parts here and some rivets and stuff. So I think it looks okay. It's obviously greatly reduced compared to the original, but I think it still looks fine. Now you cannot really open it, okay? So it's not openable at the moment, but maybe we don't need it. Now I was looking at this bed. The cage is fine. The cage is fine. We keep it. I was looking at this bed. Actually, this bed had a different texture, right? The texture that he had was this one, which obviously is much better, right? So we need to find is this one, okay? So I was looking at our wood. Hello. Wow, you changed the name, but it sounds the same. Piatnashkin. It sounds exactly the same, but it's written differently. Hello, Marcelo. Hi. So I was looking at our wood textures, right? Trying to see if we had anything good that we can use. The problem of wood is that it can be called in many different ways. It can be called wood, which is the easy one, but for example can be called planks because there are planks objects that are made of wood. So if I search plank, for example, I find a number of other wood textures. And I will tell you more. There is also log, because there are some logs. Well, this one is a burning log, but I think we have other pieces made of. So my suggestion will be, if we have something made of wood, I think we should name it wood, because otherwise will be very hard to find later on. And here we have some good ones. The problem is that this one I think is too dark, doesn't really fit, and I think it's looking a bit cartoonish, but is not. I mean, I'm not really a fan of this one. I'm not really a fan of this one. It may work. It may work if we change the UV to actually use it properly. Because at the moment, if I just assign it, like I have shown you, if I just assign it like this, you see that he has very big dark areas, and the reason is that the UV is not matching the model, right? So you have to think about it like you see it in the top two here, right? Like you see it in the top two is pretty much how it may look everywhere else here. But I think that the rivets are not really fitting the side. I don't know. I mean, we could have it like this, but I'm not too happy about it. So I was looking at the other planks that we have, and it seems that we have some good ones, but they are super small textures. Like, for example, this one, which is a texture that we have in Amnadair, is 256 by 256, so it's super small, so very low quality. And we have others which are even worse, like this one, 128 by 128. So there is really, you know, textures of like 10 plus years ago. Yes, we got yesterday the marketplace stuff. Yes, thank you. Yes, I think there can be some good stuff. So what I was thinking is, what if we don't just import some new wooden materials? But then I said, how I can be sure that we don't have already something, you know, we don't already have something here that is actually wood, and so I think that the trick could be to filter on texture. The problem is that if I filter on texture, I find also, or we filter on materials and material instances, but I think it's not very easy. Because how can we look through this and understand which ones are wood? For example, look at this one, bar table, right? Bar table is also wood, but it's called bar table. So probably because it's not tileable. So what I'm saying is that we may have good materials, but we'll never find them unless we categorize them by material, right? Unless we categorize them by material, like wood, metal, textile, I don't know, something like that, right? Because otherwise, what I need to do what I'm doing now. So basically, look at all the materials that we have and try to figure out which one is actually wood. Right? This one, for example, seems to be good vertically here, right? And this could be another wood plank, but it's called bench 03. So I will never be able, I mean, I will never find it unless I do this kind of check. This one is a book. The problem is that we have, you know, I think hundreds. So I don't know if it's an option to actually go through this like I'm doing now. I think I would like to have, you know, all the tileable materials in a separate directory. I think it's the only way. All the tileable generic materials that can be reused should be separate. For example, this one, you know, it is a good material, it's a lava material, and is tileable. And it's called brown rock, but how you gonna find it? Brown rock, brown wood. This one at least is called wood, but because the problem is that adding new textures is obviously gonna be costly, you know, and performance wise. So we have to be very careful of adding new textures if we already have one that is very similar. This one would have been perfect. The problem is that he has the vertical beams, but the horizontal one would have been absolutely perfect. But the vertical ones are problematic. But yes, we need some hygiene in this categorization. I think at the end we have a lot of materials which are actually not tileable but specific. Like this one is a specific material, you see, so it's made for a bridge and you cannot really reuse it. Well, you can, but not as tileable material. And these ones are all the characters, so... we also have our dice cup. Yeah, but the dice cup is also made for that cup only. Wow, this one is super old. This one is probably one of the first material we ever made. This one is another. Look at this one. 128 but 128. Oh my god. You're finished already? I was thinking we had more. Ah no, because now I'm in the... I'm back into the wrong directory. That's why. No, sorry, we were doing materials and material instances because I clicked on it and it reset the position. Yeah, it's very hard to find. For example, this one, you know, apart from the fact that it's also super low quality, but would have been a potential one. This one, you know, horizontally, it could be something that we can reuse as well. Basically, I'm searching if there is at least one material which is reusable for the bed as generic wood. Otherwise, I mean, if we don't find one, I think we will import a new wood. These two we used already. Maybe we can use this one. Maybe we can use this one. Wood var BAR. The problem of this is that it's definitely not tileable. And he has this crazy idea of smaller planks. I think the texture itself is 124 by 124, but you know what? I think we can use this one. I think we can I think we can use this one. Let's try. Let's see how it looks. I think we look okay. I think it will look okay. So we need to export the material. Wood variation B. And we need to export the bed. Then here we can go new. Import the bed. UCX, yes, is always good as it is. The problem is that the UCX for some reason becomes one object. I don't know why. When you re-import it into Blender, you see that the UCX became one object, so you need to split it again, but that's okay. We can do it. What we want to do, we want to create a new material, right? And we don't want to have any normal map or anything at the moment. Come on. And we want to select our wood, whatever variation. And then we want to be sure the UV are set properly. Wow. Okay. I think there is a bit of work to do here, but I think the problem that we have, you know what is it, is that we don't have any area we could use this area. This area is completely empty at the moment. There is no texture in this part, and we could have, you know, we could put in another piece, because the problem will be these parts, right? The parts that are bigger. I think they may look not too good. It may look not too good if we have one single piece that is all of that, right? We can try to see how it looks. Because the maximum that we can use is this. There is the maximum extension of our bed, right? So at the best, it will look like this, which is you know, if you go close, it's kind of so. I mean, if you stay far away, it's not a big problem. But let me try with this part just to see how it looks. Otherwise, we just import a new wood, okay? No, it looks bad. No, we cannot use it like this. I think this was made for, I don't know who's using this, but I think it was made for smaller pieces. I think it was made for smaller pieces. Yeah, like in the house where we have all those single beams, you know, and those single beams are pretty small. And yes, okay, okay, let's abandon the idea well, this one is not bad, eh? This one is double the quality. The only problem is a bit of the brightness. Like, it seems to be a bit too white. In theory, we could create a material instance of this and change slightly the coloring of this. That one is not bad, huh? This one is not bad. Yeah, it's the one that we use in those houses. Yes, I remember. What can we set on the instance? We can set the UV scale, we can set the normal, we can set the specular level, we can set the base color, but no, we don't have any. We don't have any other material. We don't have any other, parameter. I mean, we can also try to use it like this. It's just that it seems a bit too white, you know, for a bed. Or we can create another material separated from. You think that if we take this texture and we just make it darker, it will be kind of fine? You couldn't see your message yesterday. I wanted to tell you about an experiment with Blueprint that makes a 100 cubes in a grid. 100 cube in a grid, like Minecraft. Now what we can do, you know what we can do? The compact is helping so much. It's helping so much. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I think that we will have a bed. If it's not perfect, I don't care. You know, let's try to use this one. Okay, let's try to use this one and see what happens. Let's try to use this one and see what happens. Will not be perfect, but maybe will be good enough. You know? Our objective is a playable game. A fun game, right? Hopefully fun, but at least playable. My fear is they will look too bright, will look too good, you know, like the wood is so new that the bed will look. You see, it's already showing a bit. Yeah, you see, it looks like an IKEA. It looks an IKEA bed you just bought, you know. And that's the problem I have with that. By the way, it's nearly perfect already in terms of UV. So I don't think I have to do a lot of work on it, but what is this mess of a level? I mean, it's not too bad. If it was a bit darker, I think it would be better. Can we add a parameter? Can we add a parameter? And we call it brightness, and we just multiply it by the base color. No, we call it colorize. We call it colorize, and no. Let's make it a vector 3. And we call it colorized. And we just multiply it by the base color before. What is this thing? What the hell? I cannot do that. By the way, this is doing nothing. I cannot do the why I cannot do the what is this thing? This thing is not an object. I mean, it's not a material. It's a material attribute. When true, the material attribute pin is used instead of a regular pin. I mean, why? So I cannot really change anything there. Thank you. But base color. Base color, parameter texture object. So this one cannot be multiplied, eh? So I cannot add my multiplication here, and I cannot add my multiplication here. GG. In theory I could add it here, but I don't want to touch this thing. I don't want to touch this thing. I think it's affecting too many other materials. Fuck. Pity. Pity. Yeah, you see? You see the problem of mixing assets? Okay. I cannot do it, so I will use it as it is. Or we create another version of this, which is more ruined, you know, and more broken. And then we use the previous two textures anyway. Do we want to do that? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm able to do it. I don't know if I'm technically capable of that. I don't know if I'm technically capable of that, but we can try. This is the file that we need. This is the GIMP that we need. So if I want to make this one, you know, darker, but darker. This one is not doing anything. Why? Okay. Maybe because I didn't select anything. Yeah, that's very possible. That's very possible. No, it's not doing anything. Why? I mean, I can make it like this, you know? Can make it like this, which is basically playing with the brightness and contrast and making it look, you know, a bit older and a bit more red. This will be a full new texture though, eh? This will be a full new texture. This will be a full new texture. I don't know if it's worth it, but I think we may use it in other places where we need a darker texture. But yeah, it's a full new one, so it will have its own weight. And as you can see, I'm super cautious about this kind of stuff. No, wait, I did something stupid. Yeah, it's this one. Is this one, and if we check it, it will not be used by anything. Right, so reference viewer will be empty. Yes, all of this as the source, but in reality is not using all of that. But so we could change here our wood Verdi mod, right? So it would look like this. So our bed will change from this to this. I think it's much better. Apart from the UV that is still a bit broken, but I think it's much better. I mean, yeah, I know it's just a darker wood, But I think that, you know, in this room fits looks much less IKEA. You know, IKEA just bought, and it feels so much better. So I don't know how it will look with a light on it, but I think with a light on it will still look a bit IKEA. But less, yes, way less than the previous. So I think it's a good change. I think it's a good change. I think I will keep it. Okay, so if we keep it, you know, if we keep it, which I think is a decision, we need to fix the UV so that it actually looks nice. Like one plank is one plank, and you know, not like now the one plank is 20 planks. Yeah, the only problem is doing this without going crazy. Without is doing this without going crazy. Fuck. Like, I mean, not taking forever, you know. The idea would be to use as much as possible the length, and so basically scale these pieces at the maximum they can while keeping inside one beam, right? And which pretty much is what they are already, but also because it depends, certain beams are smaller, others are longer. But yes, basically will be, because I really like this texture. I think this texture is, you know, medieval enough, and I mean the wood is a good wood, and now again, without exaggerating and, you know, making it perfect, but at least trying to center the beams. And I think the ones that are more evident are actually the one on the side. And so I think these ones we need to fix. Even if probably we don't want to, but I think we have to. So we will take now if we can put them on the ones that are larger, I think will help us in this case. So I think I will try to go with the ones that are actually larger beams, like this. Okay, so we have a bit more texture space, right? Bit more texture space. Okay, let's do the one that we see, because the one that we don't see, I don't care. Or the one that are at the bottom, you know. So these ones, yeah, they all suffer from the same problem. So we need, we need to scale them. So that they take the maximum space. Okay, I'm trying to do it quick, but somehow precise. I don't want all the beams to have nodes, otherwise we look overdone. So okay, something like this I think is fine. I don't know, these ones are like stupid pieces, not really relevant, but okay. Okay, I think, you know, for what we need, is probably enough. And again, we need to move on, so we cannot stay, you know, 2 hours on one bed. So we need to move on. Unfortunately, all these ones are freaking the opposite of what they should be. All these ones are the opposite in terms of orientation of what they should be. Yeah, all these ones should be rotated 90 at least. And for what I see, also scaled quite a bit. Do-do-do, Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin. Why this one is so thin compared to everything else? I don't know. What? Hula, you should say, with all the things that you have to do in this world, with all the things that you have to do on this world, why you are spending so much time on a bed, huh? Tell me. With all the things you have to do. I know. I'm trying to balance, but it's not easy to balance. When you see evident mistakes, it's so hard to balance. It's so hard to say, no, I will not fix it. Fuck, I could have done those together. It's so hard to say, no, I'm not gonna fix it. With all the things you need to do, with all the things in this world, why fixing that bed? With all, I know, but my idea is always that we can reuse then those things later on. Hello, summon game dev. Welcome. We are fixing furniture for a dungeon, which may not sound like the most exciting thing to do, but in reality, it is. It is. It is. It's very good. It's very good. Makes you happy very quickly. What is this? No idea. I selected something more than... I don't know. Are other parts of our... Are other parts of our wood thingy? Are more parts of our wood thingy? Hello, game dev. Are you developing a game, or tell us a bit about your tell us a bit about your game dev. I mean, what do you game dev? What do you game, and what do you dev? Tell us a bit. We are curious. Okay, it's fine, boys. This one on the side. These ones on the side, I think we'll just scale them a bit and we consider that it's good. Tell us a bit about your game developments. What do you do? What do you want to do? Okay, done. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. Done, okay? Done. Right now I'm working on the Locomotion system. You game dev everything. Wow, you game dev everything? That's very nice. Locomotion system, we are using advanced locomotion. You know, the ALS, I don't know if you are aware of it, probably yes if you do Locomotion, but there is a very nice plugin which is advanced locomotion, and we use that. I think it's good. It allows us to do mantle and other stuff, and we use it for all our characters. We use the C++ version because I think is better. The blueprint version is pretty slow and problematic, but the C++ version is good. Do you think it took the right one or not? Why these legs are not touching the... Why these legs are not touching? Huh? Why? Why? Why these legs? No. We need to do... Wait. We need... by the way, we don't even need these polygons. These are the polygons that we will never be seen, no? I think these polygons will never be seen. Right? How can you see those polygons? You will never see them. So we can delete them. But before deleting them, we will rise... No. Wait. No. Fuck. Okay. If I do this and then I Alt H, it's going to select... No. Big mistakes. Come on. Please. Okay. Now we should touch it, hopefully. Wow, too much. I think the first change that I did was good enough. Yes, that is more than enough. More than enough, my friends. Okay. Done. Obviously I'm not importing this one. I'm not importing this one because this one is called crypt bed, but this guy is pointing to something else because every mesh is every object is pointing to his own thingy. And okay. Now is fixed. I like it. I think I like it. Okay, now DUV are really fixed, and so every beam is a beam, every side is a side. There are no errors, no mistakes, no pressure, no mistakes. Well, actually, we have a mistake just here in front of us. We have a mistake just in front of us. I don't know how it happened, but it actually happened. We don't have the same mistake at the back. No, we don't. Okay, move. Go. Where is my bed? Okay, re-import. Okay, now it's correct, you see? Ah, very nice bed. Okay, this one is done, boys. We're not gonna touch it anymore. Okay, good. Now, what else we need to fix? The bones I fixed, the pillory I fixed, the table I didn't fix, but you know, for now, we're gonna use it like this. I don't want to fix it. I mean, I know it's not very smooth, but it's okay. All the rest is okay. Ah, the pillar. GG, the pillar. The pillar. I was thinking for the pillar, can we use the same material of this guy? Or they made it in an impossible way and so it's impossible to reuse? Yeah, they pretty much made it in an impossible way and so it's impossible to reuse. I hate these big textures. I really hate them. Well, actually, we could use this piece, but yeah, actually, well, wait a second. This part is not bad. I mean, it's not big, but it's not bad. We could use this piece for the column. Now, we are at 4K here, and obviously we are not going to use 4K in our game, but because only this texture is 10 megabytes. One of them, and you have 4 maps, right? And so it's 40 megabytes of memory only for that single column. The networking and multiplayer stuff is working well. Ah, nice. Is Unreal, huh? Is Unreal Engine. Okay, or we have another option to use the material that we use on these columns, on those columns. You know? That's also an option. The problem is the material that we use on these columns is not tileable. No, it's not tileable. You take it as it is, piece by piece, and you build your thingy. It's not tileable. I mean, you can take twice the same part, right? You can. But what they are doing, they are... yeah, you see, they are splitting it in pieces here. So that they can reuse, you know, the texture properly. So actually the column is split in 3 pieces. The column is split in 3 pieces. I mean, we can split it in 3 pieces. I mean, I'm not scared of splitting a square, you know, in 3 pieces. But can we do it? Do we want to do it? Can we do it? Do we want to do it? By the way, to me everything seems to be scaled down. I don't know why, but it seems to me that this dungeon, you know, at a different scale compared to this other one. Now, we can just scale everything up. Yes, we can. Okay, let's try to fix these columns, boys. I don't know what to do with these columns, but potentially we can split this into 2 and reuse the same materials that we use on the other columns. They are slightly different, or we can really make them different material, right? Let me see if we have any... Let me see if we have any rock that we would like to use. The problem is that it's not really a rock, it's more of a stone, right? Yeah, it's more of a stone, because rock is more of a stone. Hey, this one, for example, is okay, but it's super low quality. Super low quality. All these ones are super low quality. This one is not bad, but I think for the column is too much. There is too much moss, you know. It's really too much. But was not bad in terms of quality, at least. This one doesn't really look like a column. This one could be good, but the quality of this texture is super low. I mean, is bad. Even the original one is bad. Yeah, a lot of this texture needs to be remade or let's say upgraded somehow. They are very low quality, boys. Very low quality. I think all this texture we should change one day. This one is good quality. This one is good. Is very good quality. Can we use it for the? Can we use it for the pillar? Where is this one used? Ah, this one is in my temp. So is the one that I tried to use for yes. Is the one that I originally tried to use for my pillars. No, the UV is the wrong way. I think I would prefer on these ones, you know, a kind of a solid concrete. I mean, not concrete, but you know, a solid stone wall. This one looks nice. Well, the quality is not super high. It's only 512, but actually it's not bad. Brick 01. Brick 01. Brick 01 is actually not bad. Brick 01 is not bad. Is using the arena. He's using the arena, but you know, so it's very old material. But I think it's not bad. We just need to put it, you know, on the right direction. So vertical instead of horizontal. But apart from that, it's not bad. I think the pillars I don't have. No, the pillars I don't have anywhere. Okay. The pillars I don't have anywhere, and we need them. We need them to modify them. We need them to modify them, boys. Do you have a link to your game or something? Do you have a web page or something? Import FBX. Yeah, the UCX we didn't. Okay, let's try to fix these pillars as well, one by one. Actually, one is the scale of the other, but unfortunately, it's a bit of a smart scale, so it's not a full scale. So there are some pieces that are different proportion. So I cannot really just texture and rescale it. I cannot. So we need to work on both of them. Wow. The quality. Holy shit. I think we can split it in two materials, maybe. We can have the material in the middle, which is this one, and the material for everything else. I think the material in the middle can be the bricks that we just saw. The everything else probably should be more of a concrete one. So let me start by just rotating 90 and wait, yes. So this will be the, now I don't know if we want to do it like this or we want to do it like this, but I think we want to do it more like this. And then we want, you know, the taller one to be maybe twice twice the sides. And I think that they will be pretty much the same. Now, without a texture, it becomes hard. Yes, without a texture, it becomes hard. We need to put a texture on and see it 1 second. And we will export. These wall bricks. Okay. Okay, I think like this is acceptable. Again, it's not very high quality when you go close, because it's just the texture that is a bit stupid. I mean, it's a bit low quality, but I would say it's better than nothing. I don't know if for the top we want really a different texture, or we can use the same one with some UV tricks. You know, like and the problem is that it will become quite low quality, because if we take this, right? If we take this and we put it only inside one of these boxes, now we have a 512 texture, and here we have basically, I don't know, a 50 by 50, 100 by 100, so it's super low. If I scale it like as big as this, it will look, you know, made of many small pieces, which maybe it's not even too bad. Maybe it's not even too bad. I don't know. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but I asked if you had like a link to your game or a web page. You cannot post links, but if you say yes, I can find it maybe. I don't know. I think this part is acceptable. The one that will become bad will be this. And I think these ones, I mean the middle piece here, I think we can probably do it really with another material. And the same maybe for the bottom. So yeah, I think we should. So maybe what we will do, we will assign I'm just experimenting. I mean, it doesn't want to be final, but we will assign everything else to another material. And I have no idea what that material will be, but if we find a stone that is flat enough, in theory we could also go a bit crazy and make it another material, really another material, but like completely another color or something. But I think it may No, the mix of the two will look very bad. If we make... the problem is that we don't have a lot of space here. Pity, because this one was not bad, eh? This one was not bad at all. If we use this one, let me see. The problem is the color, because I think that the color will look a bit weird. Let me try anyway and see what happens. I think the color of the second one is a bit too warm, and but you know, I'm trying to reuse as much as I can. I'm trying to reuse as much as I can. Wow, this one is actually very nice. I mean, it's nicer than the other piece. Do we want to do the wall column like that? Because this one is looking nicer. Well, it's looking nicer because the texture is, I think, 2K instead of 500, and, you know. So that's why, definitely. But why these pieces are so fucked up? There is a bit of work, boys. There is a bit of work. If you want to do it right, there is a bit of work to actually properly separate the two. In a way that is actually meaningful. There is a bit of work here. If you want to work this column to look good, if you want this column to look good, unfortunately, there is some work involved. Because we need to remap all the borders. There's not much to say, I mean... We need to remap all the borders, and I don't know if I want to do it like this. But probably yes. Or if I want to do 4. Right? But if I want to do 4 of these things, I think 4 is good as well, but we will have one line separating. We will have one separation line, so probably no. And that one, I think it's not bad. This border is not bad, but now it's not matching at all with the rest of the column. So I'm thinking, should we assign all the column to this material? It becomes too heavy, eh? No, it becomes super heavy. It becomes super heavy. No. No, the problem is that the two materials are not really matching. Or we do the top. Let's say the bottom could stay separate from the middle of the column somehow. I mean, it's a bit weird, but it's acceptable. But then the top needs to be all the same material. Otherwise, it really looks weird, right? But okay, this one obviously needs to be scaled now because it's a different material. So this scale doesn't make sense anymore. Right, so we need to go, I don't know, something like that. Which may look kind of fine, but I think the result is pretty weird. I mean, the mix of these two materials is... right? I think the mix of these two materials is kind of so-so. I think it looks a bit... I mean, for sure it will look better than this, but... What? What the? What? Uh-oh. There is a parallax mapped. There is a parallax floor texture which looks very bad if used in non-flat form. And I have no idea why this is not using my new UV. What the hell? What is going on? I'm a bit confused. But anyway, it looks bad, so... All wall brick matte 01. All wall brick matte 01. Is the material rotating for some reason or why? Wall brick 01. What? What? I don't know why my UV are rotated improperly. I mean, it kind of never happened to me, but fine. The benefit of UE5 makes design things like this so simple. Why? I mean, which feature of UV5 is better than UV4 on this? I don't know why this texture is rotated, boys. I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. It's really rotated wrong. Wow. The pillar is terrifying, made of small pieces. No, geometry is super super clean. All our geometry is super clean. Do you want to see the wireframe? Look. That is the wireframe of the pillar, so it's not made of any pieces. This is just a box. 8 faces. 0 small pieces.
So, what's new and exciting around here?
I don't know what our texture is getting rotated 90 degrees, but it's kind of weird, but it is. It's like if there is what the fuck? Okay. Okay. I mean, we decided that our texture is rotated for whatever reason. You are talking about the texture? Yeah, but nanite is not really, you know... I mean, it's related to textures, but not a lot. No, it's not the texture, it's the pillar. So are still the UV. Are the UV that I like the opposite way. By the way, I would suggest really thinking twice before using nanite, because nanite is a marketing concept, is not a usable tool, so be very careful if you want to use nanite. It's really a concept, it's a good concept, but at the moment is really it's really hard to use in a real project, right? Okay, for some reason our UV are getting rotated. There is no reason why, but our UV are getting rotated, and here they are not rotated. You're using Nanite fine. What is the size of your project? Because it was 100 gigabyte to have one level in Nanite, in the example of Nanite. And 100 gigabyte for one level is something that is very hard to distribute, at least today. Okay, we have a problem of this pillar and I don't know what is it. I think we are gonna do this. We're gonna to duplicate it and just check what is going on by just exporting a very simple box. But anyway, those textures are not good, so I think we cannot really use them. I think I need to find another solution for this pillar. At the moment, the problem we are having with this pillar is mostly the texture. It's nothing else. Okay. So it is correct. On the box is correct. I don't know, I can try to export it again. I can try to delete. Let's do this. Let's do this. I think something went a bit crazy in Unreal at the moment. Let me... we can also do another thing. We can use the other material that we got from the... Okay. That's a good idea, maybe. Let me just delete the pillar completely. And we are going to re-import it clean, because sometimes things go a bit crazy like that. Let me just delete this guy. I think Nanite is a very good idea, but I mean, it's a very good tech demo, you know, to show what in theory you can do with completely wrong models, right? But like, if you really made your models super bad and super high poly with no optimization at all, it can fix it, right? You can actually fix it, but personally, I don't think that's the way to go today. Maybe it's the way to go in a few years from now, but today, you know, if you take like they said, like they have shown, you know, 50 million polygons, 50 million polygons asset, you know, and say, oh, I can use it anyway because, you know, who cares? So I'm going to 3D scan something and just put it into the game. I mean, your game will never be released, I tell you. Will never be released. Never. You will never be able to ship, you know, a 50 million thing and animate it and use. So yeah, maybe using it with care, you know, using it with care, you can. But then at the end, what is the benefit, right? So look at this pillar. This pillar is super simple geometry, right? What is making the difference is the texture. So with the texture, you can do, you know, 80% of what you do with millions of polygons. So polygons are totally useless. If you go parallax, you know, You can have very nice, you know, very nice results, very nice textures, like this one, for example, you know, with 0 polygons. So I don't think the polygons are really something you should focus on, you know, in terms of bringing in giant models and then bringing them down. I don't know. Also, I think it's in general, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I think it teaches people to do things that they should not do. I mean, it teaches people they don't have to optimize, while in my point of view, but it's just my point of view, you need to optimize. You need to optimize from the beginning, right? So you need to optimize continuously from the beginning of your game, right? So you need to be in optimization mode all the time. And if you start to say, "Oh, I don't care, you know, it will work anyway," I think it would be very hard to release. The problem we have with this material is that it's using parallax because it's a floor and the result is pretty bad. What we can do, we can take this material, duplicate it, and put the parallax to 0. I think that's probably what we can do. Let me try. If you still want to try to use that, but I mean, it's just a test, but I can put the parallax to 0 so that it becomes a really flat material. And this will be our no parallax material. And yes, and okay, now it works on this pillar. Now the question is, do we like it? I don't know. Probably the answer is no. Probably the answer is no. I think the major issue is the difference of colors in the stone, so that the stone are looking a bit out of place, you know?
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem.
Exactly.
Work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
It is, and we're gonna do it. But anyway, I mean, it's good that you use it, but be very, very, very careful on using nanite. I don't know. I think this column don't fit in here too much. Maybe if we use the, I mean, don't fit in general, but here even worse. I think what we can try to do maybe is to use these materials instead. I mean, the shape is good, but probably this part is okay, and this part is okay, but the middle looks a bit like shit.
You expect me to believe that? Nah, I don't think so.
Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. I think we can keep these two columns, but definitely we need to figure out what material to use. We have another option, which is to use this material, which is very nice material, but which is M stone wall inst. So we could use M-stone wall inst in the core. Which make this look very dark. But I mean, but not too bad. You just need to be scaled a bit, because like this is really too... At the end I didn't understand what was making the texture. I mean, it was just a Unreal Engine going crazy, eh? Yes, it was, because when I deleted the object and I imported it again, then it immediately started to work. So it was only an Unreal Engine fuck up. I mean, it's great that it works for you. It's really good. I mean, if you can use it, you know, and not kill your performances or your file size, because what really scared me was the file size. I mean, file size was unbelievable. Again, if you look at the demo, the file size was like insane. Okay, it seems that on this particular pillar, whenever we are reloading it, it's not reloading the UV. Don't ask me why, but basically I need to delete... It never happened to me, but basically I need to delete the object and import it again, and then the UV are correct. If I just do a re-import, it's not doing it. I don't know why. Fuck. Let me delete this test because I think it's messing up. Ah, okay. Yeah, the problem will be a bit of the tiling and the... I think in black it looks slightly better. I think in black looks slightly better, but still... but still so-so, huh? Still so-so, huh? I mean, I like the black and white, but I think it will not fit too much into this level. I mean, it's better than before, but I mean, the other solution, which is a drastic solution, you know, is to split it in two. Maybe we can try that. Is to split it in two. Use the Atlas base texture. Okay, let's try that. Maybe it's the final solution. And so it will look exactly integrated with everything else, because it will be the same material of everything else. And probably is the only solution. I need the Atlas base. Any of them is good. No. Well, it's the 03, but it's the same. In terms of UV, is the same. Yeah, I think we need to do it this way. Otherwise, we don't. I didn't want to do it because I wanted to try to create something a bit different, but I think it's too hard to do it without really creating textures for this one. So we will we will assign so we will do this. We will do this, and we will make it. I think I will have to cut off this thing in 2 pieces at least, otherwise it will probably look bad, because there will be not enough resolution in that base texture to sustain the length. You can cut it off. I mean, it's the same any place. I mean, like this is okay. Like this is okay. So we will then use now the piece that the other columns are using, I think, is this. But at our options, you know, we can also use this one, or I think this one we can use it for the bottom. Okay. No, the point is, wait, the point is that the bottom needs to be split from the top. That's the point. And they can also well, they can be coincident, why not? But definitely will be so which is which? Okay, we just need to be sure that this border is matching with that border, right? Otherwise wait, it's easier to do it like that. Yeah, we need to be sure that this border is actually matching with the top. Something like that. This and this. No, I think it was correct, just a bit more to the right compared to this. I cannot see the other, but I think I can match it. I should be able to match it. I don't know why it's not the way it is. Is it because it's the opposite? Wait, maybe is vertical. Maybe it's vertically flipped. So this is the bottom, right? That is the bottom. And okay, so this part is the bottom. Okay, so the two bottoms should match, not the two top. So yeah, this one is vertically flipped. Okay, that's the problem. Yes, this one should be mirror Y. Right, so now the bottom of this Yes, is the top of the other one. Yes, let me try to do it with this one, which is more understandable. Yes, exactly. So now is in the same, interior is in the same spot. So I think we can keep this bottom border and maybe the left, something like that. We can take the left and the bottom border. Okay. So here is correct, and here is correct, and here is correct. Yeah, it's a bit of duplicated, obviously, but that's the way it is. I mean, it's kind of duplicated because we are actually duplicating it. We are. We could decide to do it differently, but if I do it differently, I don't think it will look good either. The best will be to have like a separator of some kind, like a circle of stone or something that is split in the two. Yeah, we could actually use this one, but I think it looks bad if I use that one. Let me try to mirror it now again and see. Hey, but if I mirror it, it's not then using the... Yeah, because the trick that they did was basically to have a separator here in the middle. I think the duplication looks a bit annoying. Why we don't just split it where there is the stone and... Yeah, that's probably the best idea. We split it where there is the stone end so it doesn't look duplicated. Yes, let's do this. Okay, that was the simplest idea and probably the best idea. So the only point is that then I don't have enough space unless I shrink it, because yeah, I need to shrink it vertically a bit. I have to, otherwise I will not fit into my design. So one will go like this, and this will go like this. And so we have the split of the stone in the middle, so in theory it should not be seen as a problem, right? Yes. I think it's okay. Now this bottom, I think we can heavily use one of these things that are already made exactly for this purpose. So this one we don't care, can be anywhere. But these things, I think we can use these pieces. I didn't think that making these columns would take so much time, but anyway. I guess need to live with this. I think something like that will probably look fine. Yes, it does. Because you see it's using the same pattern here of the... So as long as we keep the horizontal at the right level, I think it will look okay. But how do you... Oops. If you are still here, how do you UV map with nanite? So you are not UV mapping, you are just assigning, you know, a flat material. I mean, how does it work? You are assigning like a tileable material, but what happens if you have like shapes, like the shape that I have here, right? Like the shape that I have here, that I want to have a specific line, you know, at a certain level and such. How do you do it with nanite? So you don't care because you you don't care because you don't really have a texture mapped. I think we can put this at this level. I know it may look a bit stretched, but I think it's probably better. And we can put, you know, this here. Now it's kind of tough to identify what is what, but maybe we can do this and we will identify it. Yeah, so all these ones are SYZ and SYZ. And we can put them at any level. And these ones, these ones are a bit fucked up, but it's a very small border, so I don't know if I really care. These are very small borders inside I don't want to flatten it, but at the same time I can understand what is that one. I think that we have an extra vertex somewhere. Okay, and let's assume that all of that is bottom and all of that is top. And I think it's a good assumption. And now let's bring back this with this. And now we can finally decide where we want to put the stuff. Okay, now I think they are all correct. So if we want to have this one like here, and this one here, and this one here, and those two at the bottom, I think that now it will look perfect. Right, now it looks perfect. Fuck the top. The top is the same problem. Top is the same, so we need to define we need to define we need to define this piece. Fuck, this piece is annoying. This piece is annoying because actually this piece needs to be like here in the middle, but it need to be split, it need to be mirrored. I need to be put on top of the other guy. If it's not precise, it's not important, but the most annoying part of this is that this needs to be, unfortunately, fitting into the space that we have, and it needs to be straight. That's the big issue. It needs to be straight. Which actually it is, but the mapping of Blender sometimes, you know. Blender mapped it kind of round. Don't know why. And it was okay in the previous texture because okay. So now we can decide, you know, all of this, how we want it. My suggestion is all of this is going just in the middle like that. So that we don't really care about this piece being split in different parts. I think that one can be exactly, you know, flat. The problem will be this part. Well, the one at the bottom we have it okay. This one is a bit weird because is a square without real. So or we put it. This one is not very easy to put. You know, the best would probably to put it. I think the best would be to split these pieces. And then, come on. And then just do this. Didn't I split? I didn't. And so this one will look fine this way. I think it will look kind of fine. Anyway, no one is gonna look from the top there, so probably that's a piece that would never be seen, but anyway. I think it's the best way to put it, actually. And this one, yes, can be... Now this one, if we could put it inside this box, I think it would look better, but I think the scale is too small compared to the sides. So if we can take maybe 4 boxes here, I think it would be fine. Okay, so now we only have one piece left, which is the top here. And the top, let's say all the top, excluding the one that we did already. Right? All the top, excluding the one we have already. We are gonna map it very simply. What? What? Why we are missing this part? Is this part? Ah, is this part is this, huh? No. This part is this. Why was not selected? I did select it. Anyway, for this one we can use the same technique. So we can go probably here. Shrink it, put it here in the middle. And we will have to leave this texture fairly high quality, because otherwise it will look too bad. I don't understand why sometimes I have pieces that are not selected. Because they are in completely different positions. Yeah. The same, you see, these are all the same pieces, but they are in 4 different positions for whatever reason. Because they have been mapped that way originally. And in this case we want them all in the same position, and I think also that what we want, you know, this to be matching. Definitely the other columns I will derive them from this one, okay? So I'm not going to redo this job again because it would be a suicide. But I really want to have at least another type of column, okay? So that I think is basically why I'm spending so much time on this, because I feel that if we have at least 2 types of columns, maybe with 2 different heights, it will make everything look a bit better and more interesting. And I think these columns are good from the shape. I mean, their shape is good. It's just the texture that was impossible to use. So let me see this. This we have the same problem. They are mapped in different places, but we can bring this back. And we can then streamline all the top. I think at the end they will look nice with this texture. I tried with another texture, but there was a bit of a failure. Again, unfortunately I'm not an artist, so need to do I need to work with what I have. This one I think can be I think I prefer this to be this, right? Even if we have to scale it down a bit. But I think that inner border I think would be nice if it's this color, right? This one. Okay, so I think we should be pretty much done, unless I'm mistaken. Well, the top and the bottom, they will never be seen, but the top and the bottom, maybe we can map them as the ground, which is this. Maybe not with such a big scale, right? But something like this. Right? Okay. So now I think we are good. This column will look fine. I will have to rebuild the other one. But I think I will just scale it. I think I will, you know, I'm not going to redo the job for this small one. I mean, no way. Absolutely no way. I'm going to redo the job. So I'm just going to delete this one. I mean, I'm just going to duplicate this and scale it. But I will scale it as I did before. So basically selecting everything at the top, putting it here, then scaling the box. And just readjust. Well, in this case, you know what we can do? We can just delete. Yeah. Let's delete this top part. Because anyway, it's not needed anymore, I think. I think if we delete this, and we just move this up a bit, right? And then we slightly readjust the textures, because I think we had a space for another. Is it enough? Is it enough? Let me see if I do. We had space for 1.5. Yeah. I think would be enough. I think would be enough. I think it would be enough. So if I take this and I scale it on the Y, right, and we take the full space. Hopefully they will be very, very similar. Now, maybe not identical, but it will be very, very similar. We need 2 type of pillars because I think it's okay. Perfectly fine. You optimize for triangles? Yes, obviously. Always. Always. Even one. Even one triangle, man. Even one triangle. Your PC will thank me. Your PC will thank me every day for that. Okay, so we completely changed this pillar. We spent like 1 hour and a half on this. No, 1 hour on these pillars, but I think it's okay. I wanted to have variations, and now we have variations. So I'm happy about this. So let me just try to see if they look decent in game, but I think they will because it's the same texture, so they cannot look bad. Basically, it's impossible they look bad. If they look bad, I don't know. No, but they will look good. They will look good. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so my suggestion is to delete these things because Unreal Engine is getting confused about it, and fine. Also, I think you know what we can do? We can put them... I mean, we could really put them in the other set, right? In theory. We could really put them in this set instead of the dungeon set. Or, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's just import them here and we will decide where to put them later on. At the moment it's not a problem where. I mean, director is not a big issue. Director is not a big issue. Okay. So now we take our base inst, which is actually this one. Which at the end is very similar, right, to the other one, but this one is very well optimized, because this one basically with one material we do the job for the whole dungeon, while the way the other dungeon works is that every object has its own material, right? And that's crazy. So we will have to remember to use these pillars in conjunction with this set, so they cannot be used with other sets. And then if we really want to use them with other sets, then I think we will have to change the texture, and unfortunately the UV as well, which is kind of a bummer, but that's what it is. Okay, let's try to continue just to populate this, right? So if we say that okay, let me populate this. I don't know, this part do we want to have one which is actually hanging on the roof? Maybe yes. Maybe you know what we can have? We can have one of those ones which is actually broken on the ground. Right? And like it looks like if it just fell from the top. Right? Yes, like this I think is good. And then we can have one which is still we can have one other which is still hanging from the top. So maybe the player will see it a bit later, but do we want to have it really top, or the best will be to have a kind of a chain coming down, but at the moment I don't have it. I think it's cool. We have our table with the chairs. We have the table with the chairs. What else we can have here? I have no idea. Can we have another bed and some? No, but I think I would like to keep the bed for the cells, right? Maybe this one can have the door at the ground. I mean, I want this place to look a bit destroyed, right? And yes, there can be another bed. Why not? On this side. What else can we put in this room? I mean, in theory it's a cell, so it should not have... I mean, it should not have anything. But... I think we can have the pillar here in the middle. Maybe another table. Maybe another table, another chair. The pillory, maybe 2 of them in the middle. Maybe rotated slightly. And maybe we can put some bones, you know. Sometimes this thing looks small to me though. I mean, is this the size of a human bone or what? It's looking like the... let me see if it's the size of a... yes. Yes, I think it is. It's perfectly the size of a human bone. Okay, so I guess that's okay. I don't know, I wanted to make it a bit bigger just to make it a bit more evident, but I think it's fine. I mean, I can still make it big. It can be a bigger human. Can be a bigger human, you know. I don't know, something like that. Something like that. Okay, in this room, I think we can have some chests, you know, some, not chests, some boxes, some crates. Not chests meaning loot chest, but some crates I think would be nice to have. I don't know if you want like these types or, I think these types are fine. And some barrels as well. Let me see if this one is nicer. No, in this context I think that one looks better. This one also looks nice. We can have some barrels. We want to have a barrel on the ground. Okay. And any tools or any... Because we don't have a lot of other props. I mean, we have... Okay, we have the cage. We have the pillory. I mean, I'm very happy about all these pieces, because all these pieces are helping me so much. But still, for a dungeon, we don't have... I think we don't have enough. I mean, I can put some shields on the... I can put some... We don't have a weapon rack, right? We don't have a weapon rack. I mean, like just a wooden thing where you would put, you know, weapons. We don't have that. Which is a bit of a pity though, because actually... Let me see what other tools and things we can put there. we can have some weapons. The problem is that the weapons will look a bit static, but we could have a knife, you know. We can have a knife like... This is more of a kitchen knife than... Wow, this knife is insane. Where did we get him from? Super cool. Yeah, I was thinking more to a knife like that, actually. More than a knife like this. What can you have on the table? I mean, we had this thing, so we can copy it again. I mean, we have this, which are the handcuffs, right? Considering it is kind of a prison, I think the handcuffs are okay on the table. Maybe not exactly the same position and rotation of the other table. Yeah. Would be nice to have like some cups. I don't know, like a mug. Like a mug. We don't have a mug? What do you mean? Why mug is returning nothing? Do we call it glass? How do we call it? What is another name of a mug? Cup? No, cup. Metal cup. Yeah, this one is good, for example. I think it fits well this place. Can have a metal cap. We can maybe have 2 metal caps. No, 1 metal cap. We can have... Do we want to have like a bowl, like something for food, here in the cells? Do we have a generic? I mean, in terms of vases, we have a million vases. So if I search, yeah, this vase. I mean, if you want to have some vases here, but I don't know if they are really fitting the, right? Fitting like a prison thing. Probably not. I mean, why they would be there? We have jugs like this, but I don't think they're really fitting. Maybe it would be good to have some torches and some lights, right? Some torches. We have the anger torch, this one, which was the one that was created for this particular yeah, this one is already approved, so it's fairly low poly, it's good enough. Also it matches the style. So I think we can have torches, definitely not in the cells, but maybe just outside of the cells we can have some. And yeah, the idea would be if we could use this torch like a secret lever, right? That would be so nice. Can I do it? I mean, if I want to do it, I will have to split this part of the torch from the rest and make it clickable, right? Yeah, but I think this is what we should do. Do we want the secret passage that we decided to have to be detectable only by secret passages or to be activated through a lever? That's a good point. I think I want to have it only through secret passages. What is the name of this torch? Name of this torch is Torch 01. Good name, boys. I think we have 22 Torch 01. Let's call it Torch Dungeon 01. Okay, approved. We also have lamps. We can have these lamps. Look, these lamps are very nice. Look at these lamps. They're not bad. Maybe we can have them. We can have a lamp here, like on the table, like if it was used, you know, to maybe go around and light things. But at the same time, I think I would like to have this object as a real blueprint. I don't know if you want to have like a pedestal of some kind, but probably not. Torch Dungeon 01. Okay, let's do this. Let's go under items and let's duplicate this. And we will call it Torch Dungeon 01. And we will just substitute the handle, I mean the basic mesh. Torch Dungeon 01. What time is it? It's after midnight, huh? Fuck. I don't know why everything looks I mean, everything looks a bit scaled the wrong way. I don't know, maybe it's just my feeling, but whenever I look at this, it always looks like things are like, for example, look at these flames compared to the they look like super small. The mesh is scaled 1, so wait. It's a bit easier if I go 180. With lights is immediately better, eh? With lights is immediately better. I know. I know. Now, we could also have some torches which are actually not lit. At the moment, in this area, we are having... well, in theory, everything should not be lit. Should we allow the player to turn it on and off? That would be nice. That would be a nice interactable object, you know, if we could have the torch. If you could have a torch object that just has 2 states, and is turning on the light and is turning off the, I mean, the particle and the light, right? There are two things that we should turn on and off, which is the particle and the light. But okay, maybe another day. But I think can be nice to do. So I think we can put the lights mostly where the guards are, which is here, and leave the cells a bit in darkness. Right? At the moment it is very well lit, but the reason is that I placed the directional light. And the directional light is lighting up everything, right? So that's why. Okay, but I think that this part can be fine. I mean, I don't want to overdo it, right? Apart from the column, they were useless, right? But okay. Apart from the useless columns, we can have more. Okay, in this part we should have something. I don't know what, but we need to have, you know, more barrels, sacks. We can also put sacks, yes. We have a lot of different type of sacks and bags. Like this. Bags. Like this. Alright, so we can... Every one of these items have been optimized and improved and scaled down, up, whatever was needed. Do we need a ladder on the ground? I think it would be nice to have some planks, you know, some broken wood. Right? Well, maybe that's too much, but I think it's okay. Some broken wood, you know, here and there. This looks more like a bridge than broken planks, but dungeon wooden planks. What? Because these one are not centered. GG. No, this one we cannot use. This one we cannot use. I remember we had other planks. Maybe they are not called planks, but we had other, you know, wood thingies, wood piles. Did I remember I imported? What is this? Wow. What? What is this? Ah, is the wall is the wall winch building? The light from touch seems to be stable. Yes, it is stable. You want it flickering? You can have it flickering, but it's costing. It's costing performance, but I mean performance. It's costing, yeah, it's costing a bit of. You want to have it flickering? Ah, wood chunks. Okay, this one's wood chunks. Yes, exactly. It is what I wanted. Wood chunks. They were under wood. And not planks, but chunks. And there is also wood chunks number 2, which is this one. Okay, I think we can populate it more when we move it to the right place. Do we want to move it and see how it looks in game? 1 second. I think it will be very cool to do. I mean, I cannot wait to see it in a real level, you know. At least this piece. Then we know that we have to expand it a lot, so this is just a small part of it. But the question is, how do I copy this wall thing? We tested it, right? We tested it before doing it, because we knew that we wanted to copy to another level. And so we said what? We said that, how did we do it? We copy pasted it. Yeah, I think we copy pasted it. It was just not in the right location, but it was possible to copy paste it, right? So I can take all of this. How do I take all of this? Control Alt, yes, Control Alt. I take all of the. I have no idea if he's selecting also the stuff that is invisible though. It's not summing up though. With Shift is summing up. So Control Alt Shift. Okay. Do you think he selected also the stuff that is below? Probably not, huh? Absolutely not. Okay, you know what we can do? We can make a folder and move there everything that we want to move. So the folder will be Vault 01, right? And we want to move. So basically, I will select, right? Move to Vault 01 and hide, right? Select, move to Vault 01 and hide, and so on, right? Forever. What is this thing? It looks like a character. Did we add a character in there? Probably. Select, move, hide. Okay. There are still few pieces though, right? I mean, I don't think it's easy to understand where this was stopping, but probably was stopping here. Was this piece part of it? No idea. Okay. Okay, let me try to show Vault 01 now. Let me try to hide everything else except Vault 01. Okay. Do we have everything we need? We have the door. Yes, we have the door. We have the thing going down. We have this. We have those planks. Yes. We have the bottles. Yes. We have this, the light. Okay, I think we have everything. Okay, cool. Okay, now I want to copy Vault 01. Copy. 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 We are doing it, boys. We are putting that in game. Right now. Copy and paste. Where? Under maps. So we load our main map. Uh-oh. There is EU written on the wall text. Ah, yes, there is same preview, because when we have static lights and some static lights have not been recalculated. Okay, which map we needed? We needed 0704, right? I think it was 0704. Also, this door was not bad, by the way. 0704. So our location is around here. I don't know exactly where, but it's around here. Yes, but 0704 is the right one. So what do we want to do? We want to paste... no, I think I want to open 0704 alone. And then I want to paste in 0704. Boom. Fuck. He copied only the directory. You know, I cannot believe it. Okay, he copied only the directory. GG! Okay, copied only the directory. So, not really useful, I would say. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Can I ban these spammers? Fuck. Block user on YouTube. Thank you. Block user on YouTube. Thank you. They're very annoying. Anyway, they will connect with different nicks, so it will make zero difference me banning them. But anyway. Okay, so we take all of this until here. We do a copy, right? We do a copy, and then we open again our map 0704. Bro, I created a vault one. Where did you put it? You deleted because it was empty? What do you mean? Paste. Ah, this time it did it. This time it did it. Okay, now the only problem is that this is all good relative positioning, but it's not good absolute positioning. Right? This thing is not positioned where the place it should be, but it's okay. But it's okay. So we're gonna move it all kilometers away from where it is. But it's all fine. And we're gonna move it. Gonna move it down here somewhere. Okay, down here somewhere. Now, I cannot really put it below ground. I mean, actually I can, but... I mean, we need to... Okay, we can try to do it correctly already, but... I think probably it will not really work to do it correct already. But let's try. Maybe it will. Maybe it will, my friends. So if I want to do it right, if I want to do it right, I need to raise a bit the ground around here, obviously, but this will be above ground. Yeah, I think this position is perfect. Let me just see where is it compared to the universe. In reality, I think I would like to have it more here than there, but fine. More here than, but at the moment it's not. At the moment it's not a problem. Okay, at the moment, I think the final position will be anyway a bit different. Maybe behind the trees. Yes, maybe behind. Yeah. Maybe like. Yeah. Maybe like this. Okay, I can change the tree's position, obviously, but I'm moving at 8, and it's a bit too much. Okay, so now that we are here, we are gonna save this level, which hopefully this time is gonna save. Okay. And we are going to change the landscape just to cover this piece, because obviously we don't want to see it, right? So we go in landscape mode, and we... Can I close all this mess? I have too many tabs open. I cannot wait to go in, you know, with a character in game, you know, with my inventory, my stuff, I mean, I cannot wait. Cannot really wait. Okay, so we sculpt, flatten, we bring this up, and we will have then to make it invisible so that there is a kind of a, you know, so that we can actually go through. Okay, let's just do it like this for now, which is okay. We will make it a bit better later on. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. This ground can actually be visible. Why not? We have a million vegetation here. I don't know why. Foliage, erase. Sorry, what is the sides? Okay, let me just remove this stuff which is a bit into the way. Okay, now we can make this spot, we will build something around it. Okay, so it cannot stay like this, but it's fine for now. We can make the we can make this part invisible, right? So we can see the door, and then we will fix it. We will fix the side. We need to then fix the side somehow, but for now we don't care. We just see the door. Okay. By the way, the door for now we can also leave it open, right? Can leave it open so we can actually go in. It will be interactable, but yeah, there are 2 rocks floating there. I think I don't know if it's foliage or we need to do no procedural. I think we need to do landscape no procedural thingy, because I think that those are procedural items. No. He has no layer. Okay, we remove the 2 rocks. And we can remove all of that as well. So we are removing the grass. Okay, fine. So let's try to see. Okay, let's try to save it like this. We just need a coordinate, because otherwise we will never reach it. So the coordinate is this. So let me put it in our thingy. I think I have one file. Yes, so we will call it new vault area, and it will be a teleport me blah blah blah. So we will be able to teleport ourselves, you know, in that location. Will be that, this, and this, right? Okay, without these million numbers. Okay, good. I don't think we need to do anything else. We can just save and test it. You know, because all the materials, everything is already imported in the right place, so everything should actually work. Everything should actually work, boys. You ready? Are you ready? Collision may be wrong. Maybe some of those pieces will collide and I will not be able to go through. That's possible. But let's see. Are you ready? And then I really need to go because it's late, but we can make that area, you know, bigger. I mean, bigger meaning with more items, and then we can expand it. I think the server is still loading. Yeah, the service is still loading in. Torch Dungeon 01. There were some errors here. Couldn't find file for package. Building house it would add mod. There is a wood missing. There is wood missing. Interesting. Okay, let's see it in game, boys. Let's see what it does. I want to see it during the day, though. I want to see it during the night. Okay, we are going to... What? Fuck. Server crashed. Why the server crash now? Why? I have stuff to test. Why? Why the server crashed? What? What? Oh fuck. Why now? Why now? Why now? We are testing something else. We are testing something else. Critical error, execute command. What do you mean critical error? What do you mean? Let me just go there. Okay, let's try again. I don't know why he's complaining about something, but we don't care. We don't care. We don't care about him complaining. We just want to go there. We don't care at all. I don't know what he's complaining about. It's not even 6 AM. It's not even the... You know? This one we need to check though. Couldn't file package for building house var mod request for a sync loading. Seems that we are missing a texture or something. Wood var a mod. Wood var a mod. Okay, I think that one I know. Is the one that I added myself, huh? Wood var mod. Yes. These two we need to save, huh? If I'm not saving it, I'm losing it. And it will not be loaded, so... Okay, I will save it as soon as... But okay, that's not a big deal. Well, actually it is, because I think it may be something that he doesn't like. So let me save this one. Okay, now it's saved. So I cannot complain anymore. Cannot complain anymore, boys. I think it crashed because I did set time instead of time set. And for some reason it crashed. I can check that later on. I mean, not now. Now I just want to be... I just want to go there. I just want to go there and see how it looks. Probably will look dark. Probably will look dark, but it's because we don't have... well, we have lights from the outside. Okay, so I take my teleport. Right? And we teleport. Fuck, we cannot teleport there. We teleport 100 meters above. Okay. Okay. Okay, he's here. He's here. He's actually here. He's actually here, boys. Yeah, my character is still moving at like lightning speed because I didn't change it, but that's okay. So this is the entrance, boys. This is the end. This is the future. Do you see the future? This is the future. This is the future of our game. With more dungeons. With more dungeons. Okay, I think the sides is... I mean, it's very big. I was expecting this to be smaller, but... The sides... The sides is... Wow. Yeah, the doors are a bit cartoonish. I think that the stone is absolutely fine. And yes, I cannot go in. Fuck. No, I'm colliding with something. I cannot go in. Why? Show collision. No. No. Is it the door only that is colliding or what? There is something colliding, boys. I cannot go. I cannot go. No. It is so heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking. Let me slide me forward 5. Invalid sector. Fuck you, invalid sector. No. Okay, wait. We can cheat. Let's teleport ourselves down here. Right? At this location. There is something that is blocking the way. I was expecting this actually, but there is something blocking the freaking way. There is something blocking the way. Why? Why? Ah. No. Oh. No. That was not good. Why these locations do not correspond to the real locations? I don't understand. Why this location is not corresponding to the right coordinates? That's very strange. I don't understand what is going on. Okay. Okay, but why I cannot go 10 meters down? 10 meters down. Because it's not the right place. No, but there is something fucked up. There is something fucked up that the location, is it rotated or something? Wait a second, huh? Okay, we are in. We are in. I don't know how, but we are in. We are in. Very nice. Yes, this stair is not having the proper collision, so we cannot walk this stair, unfortunately. But apart from that, we are in. We are in. We are in. Oh, what a beautiful place. Oh, I have a chair. And I have a table. Oh, what a beautiful place. There is a lock. And it seems that the shadow of this thing is the wrong way. Oh, but anyway. Oh, what a beautiful light. Look at the shadow. I cannot go in here. Fuck. There are these bars. There is grass on top. What do you mean? There is grass there. Oh, the planks. Oh, very nice. Oh. Oh, there are broken things here on the ground. Can I go in? Yes, I can. Oh, nice things. Oh, there is a guy there. There's a guy because the guy, we also moved the guy. I'm already stuck. Yeah, that's not the best idea. Can I mantle on top of that? No, I cannot. I think that is blocking my... is blocking my movement. No, I'm stuck. Okay. I mean, these rocks are a bit low quality texture, but I think they are acceptable. I think they are okay. And the wall is not the best, but I think it's okay. I think I like the end result. I think it's with all the manipulation, you know. Oh, there is another room though. This must be a torture chamber. Look at these things. Look, there is a bone here. Look, there is a pillory. Can I use it? No, I cannot use it. Pity. There is another table with a mug. Look. Handcuffs. Very good quality handcuffs. Good job. There is a dog here, a lamp. Boxes. Very nice. Another torch. This torch is very nice. I like it. Happy to be here in a nice cell. The dimensions are a bit... I don't know, the dimensions are kind of big though. Like, everything seems to be bigger than what I was expecting. Like, this entrance, you know, is like... I am about 2 meters. This entrance is like 6 meters, so... It's very big. Everything is very big. Oh, there is a cell. Let me check the quality of this cell thingy. Well, it's not the best, but it's okay. It's okay. There is a bed and someone died here. Look at the skull. Someone died here, boys. No secret room. At the moment it's not working yet, but it will. It will work. But I will not tell you where it is. I will not tell you where it is. There is another bed. Can I sit on it? Ah, I can sit on the bed. Now I really feel like I am in a cell, you know? Like, now I really feel that... I'm in that... Can I use a torch? I can. Oh... How beautiful. How beautiful is this moment, boys? Where we are sitting in our cell, alone, with our torch, you know? Contemplating the new level. How beautiful that is. How beautiful this is. Where are the showers? Unfortunately. Unfortunately, there are no showers. You're gonna smell. If you are in this place, you're gonna smell. I'm sorry. Okay, very good. I think it's okay. You know, it's it feels a bit big, but oh, there is a cage up there. Look. I think I have some duplicated geometry or something, because you see that is flickering a bit, huh? No, but I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay, we need this. We need this multiplied by 200. Okay. We need this thing multiplied by 200, and then would be nice. Okay, boys, with this, I think I'm gonna go. Can I sit on the table? I think I'm gonna go. Ah, I can. Oh, very nice. Sitting on the table is good. I like sitting on the table. Look, he's looking at the torch. And so he's looking at the torch and saying, "Ah, I'm alone in this place. I'm alone in this place." Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. As you see, it's all work in progress, but it's very nice to have it, you know, in the game and see that this is also performing well. It feels very, 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 very smooth. So I think we did a good job of choosing the right asset, bringing them down in terms of poly count. I just need to fix the collision of this stair, which by the way is nice. There is a bit of a hole there that we need to fix, but apart from that, then we start to make things interactive. Okay, but this will be our new dungeon set, right? So we will have more dungeons like this that you can visit, you can play in. There can be monsters, there can be chests, there can be stuff to do, there can be secret area to explore, there can be gates to lift, and stuff that you have to use your ability on. I think the end result is pretty good. I like it. I like it, boys. Okay. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. That pillar, bro. That pillar took us so much time. I think we are in an impossible sector, but it's okay. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.